Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I did video, but that's gonna be the subject of today. We, how we are never too early or too late, or how we cannot mess up what is for us. When you have perspective on your life and you look back a little bit, you will realize that even when you thought that everything will go wrong, even when you thought that you were sabotaging yourself, you still had a breakthrough. And the breakthrough was perfectly aligned with whatever, even if you were making a mistake, it's like the breakthrough was still coming to you because you put yourself in a situation to learn something. So instead of thinking about a race, a timing in terms of a linear thing, think of it like opening new doors, and whatever the experience you're gonna choose, the new door is gonna open for you at the exact right moment. We cannot anticipate that moment. We cannot know what is the lesson and what is the experience we have to live to unlock that door, because we cannot fake that door being open. That door will be open for us the moment that we are vibrationally unleash that part of ourselves, when we awaken that part of ourselves that had limited belief. And you can do all the subconscious work that you want. You can study yourself, all the therapy, all the self-care and the self-love and the self-healing, all the meditation and yoga that you want. It won't accelerate that process. You don't know what you don't know. And that's the beauty of life. We don't get to know what we don't know. And because of that, it allows you to just be in the experience itself. Even when it feels like shit, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when you're like, why me? Why this is happening to me? And you get in that victim mindset, it's still part of the purpose. It's still part of the journey. Because think of it, life would not be as interesting if everything was going right. We think and anticipate that this is what we want. We want everything to go right. We want everything to be perfect. Even me doing that video, I was waiting to have the best background. What background do I want? And I have the best equipment. And I realized this is not truly what matters, because information transcends the physical. We communicate to one another beyond talking to one another, beyond seeing one another, beyond being in one another's space. But in the bigger scheme of life, we're in the same life. Like, look, you can listen. There's a lot of background noise around me. If I let that affect me, I lose my peace, and I make my peace conditional to my environment. And the thing with environment is it's gonna shift. And that's the thing about manifestation, that everything that is in our environment is a projection of who you are. And I think there's like a middle ground about that. There's some stuff around you, they are a projection of the part of you that are unhealed, and you have to confront to heal, or you have to go through that discomfort to heal. It's not ultimately how you think you are in your highest perspective, but it is maybe what you've been hiding in the back, as you wanted to just see the beauty in life, as you wanted to be only love and light and optimistic, that you forgot that this thing over there that you need to see. So sometimes it's a projection of what we need. And why we need it, because we have called upon it. We have said to ourselves, like, I want to elevate, I want to go to my highest vibration, I want to manifest XYZ. Nobody told you how you're going to get there. Nobody told you what path is for you. Everybody's path is different. X person has a path, Y person has a path. You can have so many similarities with X or Y person, and your path will have nothing similar. And if you try to gauge where you are in your journey by their experience, you're gonna disappoint yourself, because your journey is different. Your trauma and limitation affect you differently, and the door that you have to open for your purpose are different. So why we want to rush things? Why we want to rush things? Why, when we are in a rough spot, we're just trying to rush and be like, you know what, I don't want to be there. Let's accelerate this part. It's like looking at a movie and there's an emotional part that trigger a lot of pain inside of us, and we were like, fast forward, I don't want to see it, I want to go to the good part. Will the movie be as interesting if he was only good parts? No, because that's the ride, and that's about life. Life is a ride, people. Life is a ride. Life is meant to be experienced, and everything that has that, you know, there's no word for that. It's just you experiencing it. It has a taste, a flavor, a smell, a sound, like, and that's only like the physical sense. We have like over 5 senses, like we have many senses. It's part of it. If it were just linear and you can only anticipate it and everything was exactly as you imagine, there will not be the surprise effect. There won't be like actually understanding the journey of one emotion. We think we just have to live pain once to understand pain. No, pain is something that you consume like a good alcohol, a good wine, and you just sip it and sip it. And the more you get to taste it, the more it get old with you, the more you get accustomed to it, the more you can appreciate why it exists to start with. Every emotion exists for a reason, not only to make us feel good about ourselves. So when you get back to that space of like, I don't need to react to everything. I can decide though. I can be like, I really want to be sad and really depressed, or my body really feels sad and depressed, so I need to be sad and depressed to release that emotion and heal it and transmute it. Or you can be like, I don't want to be this sad. I just want to like overpass it and I will come back to it later. Everything is possible. There's not one way that's better than one. What is your way? What is the way you feel is more comfortable for you to deal with those things? What your experience have shown you that is best for you? I know for me, distracting myself from my emotion, there's a backlog of emotion waiting for me, and it never misses. I don't like that. I like to go smaller and smaller. It might come in a cycle that doesn't fit what rationally I'm trying to do. But who said we have a schedule? Who said we have a calendar of, at that month we don't know. Like, everything can happen tomorrow, nothing could happen tomorrow, or you can cease to exist tomorrow. Like, there's so much possibility that before jumping into that, well, I really need to finish that because if I don't finish that, I won't get to point B. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. Not even the person that is portraying that they are in your point B. You don't have the same purpose. You think you're manifesting what they have. No, you're manifesting a feeling. You're manifesting a desire that takes shape in a visualization. But that visualization is mostly based in what you know, what you have seen, what you have saw other people have. But do you know you have things that will manifest just for you and you will be the first one to touch it? Oh, you didn't know that? That we can create a reality based on our feelings only. And that feeling gonna bring forth things that have never been touched before. We have to keep that scenario alive in our head that there's a lot in the unknown, there's a lot in the unseen. And the more you have faith in that, the more you allow yourself to remember more and more every day that at the end of the day, all of this is a mess, but I will get to destination. Because even in the place where I didn't know about all those things about manifestation and law of attraction, etc., I was still manifesting because me being aware of those things now is a manifestation. It is. Don't think all the work has to be something material and something to touch. You have to become to experience. You have to be to have. So do you think that just you working on yourself and learning new things was just wasting time? Do you think that? Believe me, it's not. It's actually, well, where the real work it is for you, for your journey, because you have chose the journey where you wanted to ascend in life, where you wanted to grow in life and become more than just what you used to and not repeat the cycle of the people before you. or the people that brought you to this world. Like, you decided that, you know what, I will go for the stars. And there you are. There we are. If you stumble into that video and you don't know me, that's when you're up to bigger thing that you ever think. Like, so much that new words will have to be created to explain what you have done. Yeah. And why you chose that, I don't know. That's not important. Do you feel excited? Do you feel the anticipation? Do you feel like, yeah. Do you feel like even what you think in your mind is too small? Even the biggest things that you can conceive in your mind is still too small. It's like, there's a part of you that's like, but there's still somebody that did it kind of way. So I'm like, what's more? Don't worry. What you have to bring in this life will be nothing that has been seen before. We create out of the insane, and they like to say we just repeat a story and there's nothing new. No. That's how they keep people like in pattern and brainwash. You over that. You have catch up on the exit door, and you have tested it many times in different scales, and you saw, oh, it actually worked. Yeah. There's no coincidences in this life. Nothing is a coincidence. When you wake up, to who you see first when you start your day, from what information you scroll upon, for what comes into your mind, what pulls you in, what things you just suddenly want to do and you have to do it. It's all part of it. It's all meaningful work. Don't underestimate the work that works for you. There's a lot of self-help book that will tell you, do this, do that, make your day like this, make your day like that. I don't believe in that. We're all different. It's like we are our own kind of flowers or plants. Not all flowers and plants need the same level of sun, the same soil, the same water schedule, and etc. So why would you? Why for you to become your best self, you will have to follow another flower regimen? Even if you identify with that flower, there's still something different about you. Maybe you need one little less of water and one more of the moonlight. You never thought of that because everybody's like, the sun. Imagine you grow because of the moonlight and you're very trying to grow with the sun. So I feel like the best thing you can give yourself is the freedom to just freestyle, to roast freeform. You know, like dreads, locks. There's this style that called like freeform, like they don't have clean part and they just get birthed in by themselves and for themselves. Do that with your soul. Do that with your human experience. It is beautiful to see your own flow, to vibe in your own flow, and then understanding why your flow is the best flow for you. And you might never convince somebody else to do the same thing as you, but you know, for you, it works perfectly and you will not change anything because it allows you to create the best for you and to nurture yourself the best. And nothing has to make sense. Nothing has to be planned in advance. Like, oh, why now I want to do a video out of the blue? I don't know. I'm just doing it and I'm going to post it and close my eyes and keep moving. Sometimes life is about that. To have no plan, to have no, I put that in my calendar and I'm going to make it happen. To just flow and receive. And there you go. Experience all your emotion fully. So the goal of that video, well, I guess if you watch it again, you will understand what I was going for and how I just rambled the rest of it. But it's beauty in that, you know, I just freestyled. And before I was trying to prepare beforehand everything I was going to say, and I thought I could be more articulated if I was doing that. And I was doing many takes and then I was stressing myself out. Now I'm like, you know what, let's just freestyle. And the people that will get it, the people that don't, won't. So here we go. Hope you enjoyed that video and see you next time.